Hi there. Today I'm going to show you how to grade an assignment in Google Classroom and then import those grades into your Aeries gradebook. It's a really simple process, just takes a few clicks. So let's get started. I already have an assignment in Google Classroom that the students have been working on. So I'm just going to jump in here and grade a couple of them very quickly to show you the process. So I'm going to just start with Moses here. Click on his assignment. Takes a second to load here. And you'll notice that the Google Classroom window, grading window, has changed just a little bit. They like to change it on us to throw us for a loop every now and then. But over here on the right, you'll see some tabs here. We're going to go into this grading tab here. I'll give you some more information on the other tabs at a later time, but let's just focus on the task in hand here. So I have also activated rubric scoring for this, and again, more information on that one is going to come later too. But this is missing a little bit here. I don't know if you can see, but he's cut off some of the words with this image right here, and he doesn't have all of the information, so he is not going to get full credit. He's going to get nearly meets expectations, which is an 18 out of 20. Okay, graded that one. I'm going to move on to one more. I'm going to grade Ashley's here. Wait for this to load. This is where the slide is. Okay, and Ashley has met all of the requirements, so she meets expectations and she gets full credit. Okay, and so we're just going to leave it at this for now, and I'm going to jump on over to or back to the main assignment screen, and you'll see that I have two assignments graded. They're in draft mode. Okay, the reason they're in draft is because I haven't returned them yet, and so now I need to return them to the students. This is an important part of the process. If you don't return them, you cannot import the grades into your Aeries gradebook. So I'm going to go ahead and return those. Okay, and they'll see their assignment. It'll say which ones you've returned, or I'm sorry, graded down at the bottom here. And look at all these that haven't turned them in. Yikes. Go over to my Aeries gradebook, and you can see that I already have the assignment set up in Aeries, and it's not important whether you do it beforehand or afterwards. It doesn't really matter when you create the assignment. One thing to pay attention to is that you want your points possible to match up with the points possible in Google Classroom. If they don't match up, you're just going to get a warning saying that they don't match. It'll import the scores anyway. But you probably want to have the points be equal in the two assignments. So where we're going to look now is this down arrow right here. And this down arrow is going to open up a new menu, and we're looking at the import from Google right here. Okay, and so I'm going to click on my Period 1 English 3 class, and it's going to load the assignments. And here we have the two assignments I have in Google Classroom, and here's the one I just graded, the classmate interview. I'm going to click on that. Says you're about to import scores into this assignment. Confirm. Do it. Now I only have 2 scores that I've graded, so I will get a warning saying that it did not import scores for all of these here, but it does show that it imported 2 scores here. And I'm going to click OK, and I go back into my gradebook, and there we go. There's those 2 graded assignments here. Now, if you have graded the entire roster of assignments, it would fill up all of these right here. If you forget to return any of the assignments, you will get that error in your Aeries gradebook stating that it did not import scores for those students. So be sure that you return assignments before you go in and try to import them into your Aeries gradebook. Also, if you only import some of your scores, let's say you just grade parts at a time, you can go through the importing process as many times as you want, and it will import the grades that haven't been imported. And if you've changed any of the grades in your Google Classroom grading, it will also update the grades in your Aeries gradebook. Okay, but if you change grades here, it's not going to reflect your grades in Google Classroom. And if you change grades in Google Classroom, it won't change these grades unless you import them. I hope that makes sense. If you have any questions, please ask.